Bajaj has just launched a new model of Discover. They've lost a lot of market share to Honda and to TVS in last couple of months, so they had to make a comeback. You can see the new bike. It's a new look to Discover, which really has been a successful bike from the Bajaj stable. Off late, of course, they've suffered, but they've come back with a new look bike in the 125cc segment, which is where the large part of the growth has kicked in. We'll cut across to that press conference the minute Rajiv Bajaj is ready, but for the moment you can see rather good looking bike, 125cc. That's one of the fastest growing market.
We are not a company that wants to be a jack of all trades. We don't want to be, as Eric mentioned earlier, a kirana shop or a Udupi joint where you get everything but nothing stands out. We would like to be a specialist of one thing. And the third important word which you have heard me say for at least the last 5 years is the word profitable. It is a matter of good fortune that we have been the most profitable auto company for several years now. But I would not say that is our aim, but certainly it is our aim to be profitable. We certainly don't want to be a company that's not profitable. Maybe that is the aim or not the aim of a company that you will be meeting later today, I don't know. But anyway, let me explain what I mean by global, specialist and profitable. I have some data. Those of you who like may want to make a note of some of these things. See, the first data I would like to share with you is with regard to the word global. Let me give you some information. I have taken a period of 10 years starting with FY05, that means 0405, because we are now in 14-15. I am going to share with you our export data. First, our motorcycle export data. 10 years ago, Bajaj Auto exported, round figures, 130,000 motorcycles. 10 years later, last year, we exported 1.3 million motorcycles. On a 10-year basis, this is a CAGR for 10 years of 30%. Of all motorcycles exported last year, we had a share of nearly 70%, 68% to be precise. Let me give you a little bit of information about that in a 2-year perspective. If we compare FY12 with FY14. In FY12 our exports were 1.2 million, just round figures. Last year, as I said, it was 1.3 million. Now I'd like to compare that with our two major Indian competitors. First is Hero Motors. 2 years ago the exports were 190,000 vehicles. Last year it was 130,000 vehicles. For TVS Motors, if my numbers are correct, it was 260,000 vehicles. Last year it was 250,000 vehicles. So with this information, I'd like to suggest that each company has different priorities. For some company, they may want to be a regional or a domestic player. Some company like us, we want to be a global player. Now every company has finite resources. You can see some of my colleagues sitting in the front row. After all, we all have only 24 hours in the day and 7 days in the week. So each company can choose for itself where it wants to apply this time and energy at its disposal. We've sought to apply it to markets across the world and not just to one market of the world. So you would see not only in a 10-year perspective but in a 2-year perspective, while everybody talks about being global and exporting, only one company has been actually exporting. The others are in the negative.